How's it going, everybody? Goji Boy here, and today I have a review of the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Trunks, the boy from the future. Let's begin. And here we have the boy himself right out of the box. Quick spin. And I don't know about you guys, but Trunks has always been one of my favorite characters from Dragon Ball Z. I mean, the moment this guy just shows up and wrecks Frieza like it was nothing, after Goku spent an entire just Namek arc trying to beat him, and he just comes and slays him and goes Super Saiyan, you're just like, who is this guy? Like, that was cemented into me as a kid. Forget it. Always one of my favorites. So, jumping in, he can look up, down. Got that nice rotation. I will say, not really a fan of the gapping right here at the neck part towards the chest, but I guess it is what it is. His arms can Y pose just fine. I love the range of motion on this guy. I will also mention that this is the initial release of him, so you can see he's got the shaky legs, but that's never really been a problem for mine. He's been just fine with posing. Arms cross substantially right there. Really, really nice coverage. Backwards as well. Boom. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Hands on them ball pegs. And just really nice detailing throughout this jacket. And you got like the little ripples, the capsule core logo right there on the left side of his arm. Soft plastic right here. A little detailing on the pockets and the flaps, and does not get in the way of the articulation at all. So I really enjoy that. Backwards right here, upper portion of his chest. Forwards, about that much between the chest and the waist. Nice movement. Belt nicely detailed as well, and it is a floating separate piece. 3.0 legs, so you can kick forward that much. Backwards, thigh cut, double jointed knees, ankle rocker, and toe hinge on his boots. Also very nicely detailed. So this guy has it all. Again, Trunks is just badass in every way. So we're gonna go ahead and pop off the head to show off this first one. He does come with two head sculpts and interchangeable piece right here for his Super Saiyan head sculpt. So number one, we have this face right here on that head sculpt. It is the neutral expression, but menacing nonetheless. I mean, look at this guy. Look at him. Just awesome. So we have that initial one, followed by the teeth gritting, extra angry, moving into the yelling faceplate, and the side eye. The line work on all of his faceplates is just so good. And then you have the interchangeable bangs right here for the Super Saiyan 1. So it's more like if he's charging up and his hair is just floating in the wind kind of deal, or even just really another depiction for Trunks in his Super Saiyan form to begin with. So right there, very, very nicely done. And he comes with a base head and a single faceplate for this one. And now, I might say that this is a really good figure. I'm gonna say that. It's a very nice figure. He comes with a variety of accessories and just options parts, but honestly, I kind of wish that he came with more faceplates as well for his base form. I mean, the original Super Saiyan Trunks from way back when, he came with 4 Super Saiyan faceplates as well as 4 base faceplates. So he really had a lot to offer. So just saying that. go ahead, pop this head. You know what, now I'm gonna swap it back to the other bangs, that way to keep it in line with the rest of the review when I do the side-by-side comparison shortly. So, the rest of the accessories, he's gonna come with a total of 6 pairs of hands. Number 1 being the fist hands that he has on right now. He also comes with 2 sets of sword holding hands. You have these that just look a bit more just standard holding him, like not stylized. So this is more just like I'm simply holding my blade in my hand. Whereas these sword holding hands are a bit more angled, as if he is actually using it or taking it out of the sheath. Stylized fighting hands, grabby hands. More inlined open hands. And a set of flat hands for key blast, if you will, as he do. And of course, lastly, we have his sword. Very, very nicely detailed, and the entire blade actually sheaves into it. Unlike the original and some of his other counterparts where he comes with a separate portion where it's just, you have the full blade and then you have one where it's an options part where the blade is like right up to here and you just clip into it. No, this entire thing actually gets put away. So that is really cool. And to have him hold it, you simply pop off the end, slide it into his hand, and port it back in. That's simple. The sword itself also comes with the strap, which is a nice bendy plastic, as you can see. It is a bit on the annoying part to kind of get these little plugs into the sheath itself and have it wrap around them, but once it stays in, I would say it stays in quite easily. It doesn't really come out unless you're really trying to get some dynamic poses, and that's a different story, but still really cool. Now, for a quick comparison, number 1, we're going to go ahead and showcase Trunks with his initial Super Saiyan Trunks release right here. He's a little shorty. I think this is the second Dragon Ball figure that I picked up way back in 2013 at New York Comic Con, my first New York Comic Con, right from the Tamashii booth itself. They had a single one, and I could not resist, obviously. And this is the one that I mentioned that he has 4 Super Saiyan faceplates as well as 4 base faceplates. And thumbs up hand, really just a nice assortment of accessories. Again, not to say that this one does not have that, but he had more to go. You can see the Capsule Corps logo on him as well, not as detailed as the new one. Rotate. The old one had a little port on the back for the sheath itself. But yeah, very, very big differences with these two figures. I mean, at least like more than a decade apart, right? We're gonna move him aside and we're gonna go ahead and showcase this guy next to 2 other counterparts of himself, being the newly released Armored Trunks repaint that came out, I believe was earlier this year, end of last year, something to that effect. And then an older one being the SH Figuarts Trunks from Xenoverse. Again, slightly shorter, older sculpt, and just this guy is a clear winner. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and move those guys out of the way, and we're gonna go ahead and move into the final segment of this video. To sum up, the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Trunks, the boy from the future, is a must. Whether or not you're a fan of Dragon Ball or just a guy with a sword just from anime, he's got you covered. He's got a variety of accessories, facial expressions, and just overall aesthetic of him is amazing. He had a re-release, so if you were concerned about any QC issues, you shouldn't be. Whereas mine is a first release, I never had any problems with it, but regardless, they have taken care of that. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. You can check out my Instagram at gojiboy93, where you're gonna find photos of this guy as well as other figures in my collection. And hey, please consider subscribing if you already haven't. Have a nice day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.